Hello, I'm Docent Jack at Point Lobos State Natural Reserve.
Hello, I'm Docent Christine. Jack, which intertidal animal are we going to feature today?
This is one of my favorites here at the Western Beach Tide Pools. I'll give you some clues. This animal is about the size and shape of a tangerine. It has no head or tail.
No head or tail and shaped like a tangerine? It must have radial symmetry.
Yes, it does, and the body is arranged in 5 sections, so it is pentamerous, and it is purple.
Oh, it must be a purple sea urchin. Purple sea urchins move so slowly or sometimes not at all. How do they protect themselves from predators?
Purple sea urchins are echinoderms. Echino means spiny and derm means skin. So they have spines for protection. And they have tiny muscles at the base of each spine that help move the spine. And guess what? Some of their spines have tiny pinchers at their tips.
Wow, let's take a closer look at these fascinating animals.
Here's a photo looking into a tide pool. Notice the numerous urchins.
They appear to be partly buried in the mudstone rock.
Yes, good observation. What does that tell you about sedimentary rock like mudstone? And how does this help the purple urchin survive in this tide pool?
Well, sedimentary rocks are relatively soft compared to other rocks. So some animals, like urchins, can bore into the rock to protect themselves from wave action and predators.
Christine, here's another view of a purple urchin. Urchin spines are sharp and brittle, so it is risky to pick up an urchin.
Do urchins have a mouth? How do they eat?
Let's take a closer look here. If we turn an urchin upside down, we can see a circular mouth area and 5 white spots, which are tips of the teeth.
And what do urchins eat?
They eat seaweed, which they chew with their teeth. Urchins graze on seaweed like we observe them here. But if they bore into sedimentary rock and thus remain stationary in one spot, like we see them here, they must let their food come to them. In this situation, urchins are called suspension feeders.
Suspension feeders. So they feed on pieces of seaweed that are suspended in the water? That's how they can survive when burrowed into that mudstone.
Now it's time to give our viewers a challenge question that they can use to teach others about purple sea urchins. What would you like to ask our viewers?
Here's a challenge question for you. Purple sea urchins do not have a right side, a left side, front or back, because they have radial symmetry. If we humans had radial symmetry, how would our bodies look different? Would this be an advantage for humans' life on land or a disadvantage?
That's all the time we have for today. We look forward to seeing you again in part 2 when we'll learn even more about purple sea urchins. And we hope to see you soon here at Point Lobos State Natural Reserve.